¿Qué onda? Thanks for watching Doing Life with Jenny. If you're new here, I am currently a Spanish teacher in the US, but here in a few days I am moving to Mexico to the state of Hidalgo. My classroom is freezing, hence the jacket and the blankie in May. Today I have a little update for you. Nothing is going as planned, and nothing has gone as planned during this whole journey. To briefly recap for those of you that are new here, whenever I got my temporary residency, I had to make not one, but 2 trips from St. Louis to Phoenix to the Mexican consulate there. Through no fault of my own, I'll link those videos in the description box below. Then we had a period where everything was going just fine. They were making great progress on my house until the land dispute. And since the land dispute wasn't its own video, let me quickly recap that. So basically the construction guys were working and this man came by and said that the back 4 meters of my lot belongs to him. So as you guys know, I've been working with a lawyer to resolve this, and in my last trip to Mexico, I received my escrituras, which are the documents that show the house and the land officially belong to me, so that the lawyer could progress with this issue. My state, Hidalgo, was supposed to finish processing those documents by the end of March, but they didn't finish until like a week after Easter, maybe 2 weeks after Easter in April. Now that the state processed those documents and they made their way back to my lawyer, he could carry on with resolving the land dispute. Originally, when I spoke to my lawyer and asked him, how soon after getting the documents processed do you think we can start building again? How long do you think you'll need to resolve this so I can start building again? And he said, in about 2 months. So we'll say this was mid-April when he received the documents back at his office. So mid-April to mid-May to mid-June. And then there's supposedly about 2 months left on the construction of my house. So mid-July, mid-August. I should have been moving into my house roughly mid to late August. But once he physically had those documents in his hand, I asked him again. I'm like, please just be straight up so I can really plan for this. How long do you think before we can start construction again? This time he said, honestly speaking, it's probably gonna be more like 5 months. Well, 2 months, 5 months, that's quite a big difference when I'm living on a very, very tight budget there. I'm paying cash for my house, so I had no plans of paying rent or a mortgage. When I originally thought it was 2 months and that I would be able to move into my house in August or so, I'm like, okay, I'll just rent my neighbor's apartment. The neighbor across the street has built some apartments. It was going to be $65 a month, and that included everything: water, gas, electric, and even internet. The downfall was that it wasn't going to have a kitchen, so I was going to have to be pretty creative in how to eat, only using a microwave and mini fridge, because as you know, I have many dietary restrictions and there are no restaurants in my neck of the woods that cater to those. But I was going to make it work. Well, once he told me that it was going to be more like 5 months and then plus 2 months to finish construction, I can't afford rent that long. Thank goodness for my amazing friends that I have there. I'm going to be able to live with one of them. He doesn't live in the same town as me, but it's relatively close. And he also has a dog, so Ruthie is going to have a little buddy. I am mostly going to have the house to myself because my friend works in Mexico City and then just comes home for the weekends. And please don't think I'm just crashing at his house for free and mooching. No, I am going to be helping with my half of the utilities and internet. Is this situation ideal? Not at all, but it is what it is. And if you remember, a big reason I chose my land where I chose it at is because I can walk to the grocery store, the market, and the bus station. That is not the case at his house. I will be able to walk to the market, and it's only 1 day a week. Whereas in my town, they have a market every day. But at least I will have my car for 6 months. I'm not going to get into the process of taking a vehicle to Mexico in this video, but I'm just saying 6 months because that's how long the insurance plan is for. Then after 6 months, I'll reevaluate. If I think I still actually need the car because of my living situation, then I'll do another 6 months. But for sure, I can no longer have the car once I'm a permanent resident. But again, I didn't plan on having the expense of insurance or gas or maintenance because I chose my land because it's a very walkable area. But hey, there was a problem. I did find a very reasonable solution, and I really appreciate my friend. I am getting him the most amazing gift to say thank you, in addition to splitting the cost of utilities with him. If you'd like to see that gift, let me know in the comments section. So fast forward until about a week ago, my lawyer sends me this weird message saying he is not in the office for personal reasons, and he gave me the name of my new lawyer, which I wasn't thrilled about because lawyers in Mexico are notoriously a little corrupt. So I'm like, do you personally know him? Does he work at your office? He doesn't work at the same office, but he says he personally knows him. So that did make me a lot more comfortable because I do trust my current lawyer a lot. So I'm not sure what's going on with my lawyer. I'm assuming maybe some kind of health issues or family issues. That's fine, I understand it. It just makes me very nervous because I don't know this new lawyer. So I feel like I'm going to give the new lawyer 1 or 2 months to show me progress. Like, we don't even have to resolve it 100%, but just show me there's some kind of progress. And if I keep seeing that progress, I feel like I'll just stick it out until the end. However, if I feel like we're at a standstill, I'll probably reevaluate at that point and considering just saying, forget it, that guy says those 4 meters are his, he can just have it. It will mean I will lose one of my bedrooms because I would have to convert it into the patio de servicio, which is kind of like the laundry room. Because the plan was to have the patio de servicio in the back, right outside the kitchen door. It would just have to go inside of the bedroom instead and knock down part of the bedroom walls because the patio de servicios are usually outside. Hence the name patio in the name. And then just my back wall of the house would be the property line then at that point. I would be extremely disappointed if that were the case because the second bedroom was going to be a guest bedroom. It was going to give me an option to rent it out for extra money. And it was also going to be an option for like a classroom if I want to give English lessons. And I was thinking about buying a drum set because my friend has one at a very good price that he's no longer using. And I was going to stick it there so it doesn't have to go in the living room or my bedroom. There might be room in my bedroom if I shove the bed against the wall, but it would definitely be tight. There is most definitely not room in the living room unless I don't have a couch and the living room becomes the music room. So I might have to give up on my dream of having a drum set again. But yeah, there we have it. Are we surprised? No, because it's Mexico, this is how it goes. But my personality is very much have a goal, take the steps to reach the goal, and that's it. It's just frustrating whenever I do what I'm supposed to do to reach my goals or dreams and there's something else interfering with it, something out of my control. Is this a big deal in the long run? Not really, because things work themselves out eventually, right? Sure, I might lose a bedroom, but it is what it is. The main issue has been my lack of patience, just having so many jobs and dealing with this. My patience are long gone, but I know once I'm in Mexico and I'm in that like laid back mindset that they have there and I only have to worry about the house and nothing else, it'll be fine. But thanks so much for watching today's video. If you'd like to continue and follow me in my journey in moving from the US to Mexico, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Adios!